Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video we're going to talk about a blog website. So let's say you have an idea to create a blog, but you don't know how to go about it. This website is specifically for you. So this is the website that we're going to create. We're going to create something beautiful as this one over here. And as you can see, if you look at the header over here, we have the top header and then the main header over here with our logo over here, and then we have our categories and then also our menus also over here. Now this header is sticky. Okay, you can also connect your social medias also over here. So if you scroll, you're gonna see that the header becomes what? The header becomes a sticky header, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so on the next section of this particular website is where we have the hero section over here with a slider over here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can be able to create all these things to show your trending post and other stuff in the slider over here. And then we also have another section called the trending post. You can be able to display all your posts also over here, and as you can see, you can also be able to show an advertisement over here for people to be able to, users to be able to click on it to redirect them to a different place if you want to. And then we also have another section over here. I'll show you how you can be able to display or arrange all the blog posts in this kind of manner. I'll show you how you can be able to install a plugin that will be able to help you to do all these things. Okay, so this is a complete blog website, and I'm going to show you how you can be able to create this blog website in just some few minutes. Okay, so this is part of my Udemy course that I'm offering to you guys, and it's one of the websites that we created. Now if you watch this video and you want to complete the full course, you can get it on Udemy. I'll leave the link in the description. If you also want a certificate on web design, this particular course is designed for you. Okay, so you can get, after completing the course, you'll be able to get a full certificate that you can boast of to show to any employer who wants to employ you. They will know that you have a vast knowledge in WordPress, web designing, and also be able to get a job for yourself. Okay, so if you are ready, let's get into the video. Module 10: designing a blog website. Now guys, in this module, what we're going to do is to design a blog website. Now in our last module, we did how to design a business website. We created a subdomain, we installed WordPress, and then went ahead to design our cleaning business website. Now in this particular module, what we're going to do is we're going to design a blog website. Now since we have already learned how to create a subdomain and we know how to install a WordPress website, I'm not going to start from that place, but this time around I'm going to start from the WordPress dashboard settings, and then we're going to install a theme. We will install plugins which we're going to use for the website, and then we'll create our pages that we're going to use. So we'll create the home page, we'll create the blog page, and then we'll create the contact also page, and then also create categories that we're going to create for the blog website. Now blog will fall into different categories, so our blog post is going to fall into different categories. So we're going to create categories for all those blog posts, and then we also create the blog post, each blog posts that we're going to have. So we create some few blog posts and then learn how to create all those blog posts for yourself. And then the next one, we'll design the home page, how we want the home page to also be, and then we'll design our contact page, and then go ahead to design our header and footer, and then we do our final customization, and then we come to the end of the module. So it's going to be an intense module, but then everything that I'm going to do is something that you need to go ahead to have a blog website. So let's get into the video by starting by going to our WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to go straight to my WordPress dashboard, and then we start from there. Alright guys, so as you can see over here, I am building this website on a subdomain. Now of course it's not a cleaning website, but I have this cleaning Kitech tutorials. Remember the one that we created already from the last. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and then show you how it looks like. Now this is how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, there is nothing new over here. This is just a new website as over here. Nothing over here for you to see. Okay, so just a new WordPress website. Now first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in creating or doing the WordPress dashboard settings. Okay, so we're going to do some few cleanups on the dashboard, and then we go ahead from there. So first of all, what I want you to do is to dismiss this one because we're not going to need it. And as you can see, the dashboard is a little bit messy. I want to remove everything from here, so I'll go to screen options over here and then untick everything over here. Okay, now remember that as and when you install plugins, all these things, plugin settings and other stuff will also come over here. Okay, so every plugin have their own kind of notices and other stuff that comes over here on the dashboard, so note that. So even though we've cleared it, at the moment you install maybe an Elementor plugin, an Elementor kind of like notice will come over here, but of course you can remove it as and when you go ahead with the website. So secondly, we're going to go ahead and then go to plugins, and then we go ahead and then uninstall or delete all plugins that we don't need. Okay, so as you can see, when we install the plugins, it came with different kind of like plugins for us. Now the things that we don't need, we're gonna delete it. So I don't need this one, I don't also need this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and then click on the bulk actions and click on delete and click on apply and say okay, and then it will be deleted for me. So as you can see, it is gone. Now if you do not need this one, now this one is also good. Lightspeed Cache is a caching plugin that helps your website to run faster. Okay, so I want to update it so that it's well updated for me. So as you can see, it is what updated. Now the next one I do not need is this particular one, which is site assistant. Okay, so of course I don't need it, so I'm going to just deactivate it, and then I'm going to delete it. Okay, now with the loginizer, I need it, I want it, I want to see how my WordPress is being blocked, or like how my website is being protected by this particular plugin from attackers who want to brute force or do some kind of brute force login into my website. Okay, so this one will let me know which people are logging into my website, and then they will be blocking it. Okay, so you can check out the it's a security plugin, so I always make sure that if I don't delete it, I leave it as it is. Okay, so of course if I don't have any security plugin in it, this one is quite okay for me. Now that I have my plugins okay, I can go ahead and go over on settings over here, and then what I'll do is I'll go to general over here. Now you see the website name says what, new website. Now I want to give my website a name. So what kind of blog website are we creating? What kind of blog website are we? Now I want to create a tech blog. Okay, so my website name is called tech blog. Now it's a blog, a tech kind of like techie kind of like blogging website, so it's okay. So what I'll say is what, tech blog and maybe reviews. Okay, so I'm gonna say reviews. All right, so we're gonna do some reviews, we're gonna do some tech kind of like blogging and other stuff. So it depends on mobile phones, apps and other stuff, all on this particular website. So I think everything is okay for me. Now if you want it to be a membership website where people can be able to log in and other stuff, make sure that you click on this one, but it's not a membership website, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And then also your site language, you choose it there. Time zone, you also choose it, and then if everything is okay with you, just click on save changes over here. And as you can see, our now website name is tech blog. Now if I go over here and then I refresh it, see that I have a tech blog website over here. Okay, so that is exactly what I want it to be like. So now that we have done the WordPress settings and other stuff, now also the last one I want to do is check on permalinks over here. So I'm going to go to permalinks, and as I told you the last time, I want to change it from day and name to post name. Okay, so I just want my links, okay, my WordPress links to just my site URL slash the post name or the page name. That is it. Okay, so I'm going to just click over here to click save the changes, and I'm good to go. So now we are done with WordPress dashboard settings. Now the next one is to install a theme. Okay, so now we're going to install theme. We're going to install the theme that we're going to use for our WordPress or our tech blog website or our blogging website. Alright guys, so to install a theme, we need to hover on themes over here, as you can see, and then click on add new. Alright guys, so to install a theme, all what we need to do is to hover on appearance over here, and then click on themes over here. And then as you can see, we have different kinds of themes over here, but we're not going to need all of them. So what I want to do is I just want to delete some of them. Okay, so first of all, I want to just make this one active. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this particular one. So I'll click on this particular one and click on what delete over here. I'll click on the theme details and click on delete, click on OK, click on the theme details of 2022, also click on delete, and then click on OK. So now I only have one theme over here. Okay, so if I come over here, and since I made that theme active, this one will also change. So if I refresh it, now you're gonna see that now this is the theme that we are using for our website. Now I still want to remind you that themes are very important in WordPress website. Okay, so every theme helps you to be able to structure your website well. So whenever you are picking a theme, make sure that you pick the right theme that will help you to be able to create the kind of website that you want. Okay, now the reason why I like the theme that we're going to use is that it is multi-purpose. It can be used for anything. Okay, so on our previous website we use that same theme, and in this kind of module also, or in this website also, we're going to use the same theme. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on add new theme over here, and we're going to search for the Cadence theme. Now of course when I scroll down, I'm going to see the Cadence theme over here, so I'm going to click on install over here, and I'm going to click on activate to activate the theme. Alright, so the Cadence theme has been activated over here, and if you go over here and refresh the website, we're going to see that it has changed. Okay, now the reason why I like the Cadence theme is not really anything fancy, but the reason is that I can be able to customize anything that I want to customize on this particular website. So it is not restricted that, oh, you need to do this, you need to buy the pro before you get this and that and that. No, you can choose any color you want, you can choose anything you want, you can use Elementor with it, it can be done using so many things. Okay, you can customize the header, footer, everything is what is pretty done with the Cadence theme. So that is why I really like using the Cadence theme, and I know that you guys will also fall in love with the Cadence theme. I'm not promoting it, but I just want you to know that it is a good theme, and it can be used to do any kind of website that you want to create. So what I'm going to do is I have installed my theme, I have activated the theme. Now the next thing that we're going to do is it will tell you to install a starter template. Now of course, starter templates are templates which are already made that you can be used to create your website in just a few minutes, but we're not going to use the starter template. So I'm going to exit that place or close that place, and what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and install a plugin. Okay, we're going to install a plugin that will help us to create the pages and then the blog kind of thing that we want. So I'm going to go ahead and then click add new plugin over here, and first of all I'm going to go to popular. Okay, I'm going to click over here to popular, and I'm going to install Elementor. Okay, so I'll click over here to install now. Now the reason why I also like Elementor is I can be able to customize any page I want the way I want it. Okay, so Elementor gives me the kind of like flexibility to do anything that I want to do with my website. So I'll activate it first, and I'll come back to install a different plugin that we will use for our blog. Okay, to structure our blog on our home page. So I want to close this one. I'm not going to go to any onboarding. I just want to close this one. So we have installed our theme. We have also installed one plugin that we're going to use. Like I told you, you see when we install Elementor over here on the dashboard, this thing is the notices over here, news and updates have come. So to get rid of it, you can decide to go to screen options over here and then click on untick this one, and then it will be gone. Okay, so now your dashboard is clean. So let's go ahead and install another plugin also that we want to use for our news and blog website. So I'm going to click on add new over here, and then I'm going to search for news and blog designer. So we're going to search for news and blog designer. Okay, so this plugin helps you to be able to design your blog page the way you want it. So as you can see, there are so many news and blog over here, but what we will use is, you can use this one over here by post X. Okay, so you can also use this one over here, news and blog designer. So let's go to this one which says post X and search for it. Okay, so let me go through and see. Let me go back again and then just search for news and blog designer. Okay, I want to choose the post X. First I wanted to use this particular one, but now I've seen this one which I've used in different websites, which I know is very good. So let me just check it out and see. You can go ahead to check the details of it. So as you can see, this is very good. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so this is what we're gonna use for our our website. So you can go ahead and check it and even read the reviews and other stuff of it and see how good it is. Okay, so this one have 40,000 active installation, and this one also has 30,000 active installation. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. This one is the one that I want. I'm going to click on install now, and I'm going to go ahead and click on activate. Alright, so this is the onboarding or the welcome wizard over here. So you can either return to dashboard or just go through with it. So let's say we're gonna go through with it. Okay, so welcome to PostX, the #1 Gutenberg blogs and dynamic site builder. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and then click on let's start over here, and then it will tell you to what type of website are you going to create. So we're just going to create a blog website. Okay, what's website name? So I'm going to say maybe tech blog. Okay, and then your website logo. Okay, so our site icon. Now of course I have a logo that I want to use, so I'm going to go ahead over here and then go to my Udemy course over here and go to my tech blog over here. I have two logos that I want to use. Okay, but that is not a site icon. Okay, so I just want to go to next over here and then go to the add-ons. So as you can see, there are different add-ons that you can be able to add on this particular one. If you like it, you can be able to go ahead and then activate it. Okay, so this one is the Gutenberg base builder, allows users to create dynamic templates from home and all archive pages. So if you want it, you can be able to install it now, but then of course it's not anything. You can later on deactivate it or delete it if you don't want it. So we can go ahead and click on next over here, and over here is the core features of the PostX. So everything that you want, you have the free version, you have the pro version, and then we also go to the ready. So as you can see, it says ready, let's go. So we're gonna click on let's go over here. Now of course you can skip this onboarding process over here. It's not really important for you to go ahead to do all these things. You can go ahead and then skip it if you don't want to use it. Now this is the dashboard of the PostX. This is the getting started and everything, but since we have it installed, we will use it later on in our WordPress tech blog that we are creating. So now we have our two plugins installed successfully, our Elementor and then PostX. Okay, so let's go to the plugins and then see it over there. So as you can see, we have the post X, we have the Elementor over here, all successfully installed. And then we also have our theme also installed. Okay, so that is it. So now we are done with that one. All right, guys, so our next step is to create our pages. Now the pages that we're going to use for the website is what we're going to create. Okay, so we want to create the home page, we want to create the blog page, and then we create our contact page. Then we move ahead to create our categories that we're going to use for the website or the blog post. So let's go ahead and create the pages. Now we are just creating pages, we are not designing them. Okay, so note that we are just creating pages, we are not designing them. So we're going to go ahead, hover on pages over here, and then click on add new page. All right, guys, so this is our new page. So I'm gonna go ahead and then click on this dot over here, and then I want to exit the full screen mode so that I can be able to see the menu over here. Now because we installed the post X, that is why you see this particular post X settings over here. Okay, so note that. And then let's go right here and then give a name for our page. So our first page is the home page that we are creating, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on publish. Now of course you can choose the template that you want. I want to choose Elementor full width over here. Okay, and then I'll click on publish. Now I'm going to create another page which is also the blog page. So that is also the second page that we're going to create. So I'll click on add new over here, and that is the new page. So I'm going to say blog for it, and then also I'm going to use you can use the theme, or you can use the post X template or Elementor, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm just going to choose and use what maybe the default template over here for now for our blog, and then click on publish over here. All right, so our next one also that I'm going to use is I'm going to create a new page over here, and then I'm going to create the contact page. Okay, so I'm going to create the contact page over here, and then I'll choose the Elementor full width. Okay, now the reason why I choose Elementor full width is I don't want any sidebar, I just want the full width. The header and footer will be there, and then it's just completely empty, so I can do whatever I want to do over there. So I'm going to click on publish, and now our 3 pages that we want has been created. Now our next step is to create our categories. Now let's check out how the page is looking. So as you can see, even though we've created the home page, so you see we have the home page, we have the blog, and then we have contact. So even though we've created the home page, our website is still having what URL/home. Okay, now if you want to get rid of this home over here, it is very simple. We can go over here and then go to let's say we want to go to settings over here. Okay, and then go to reading, right? So click on reading over here. Now we can set the pages that we want. So we can set our home page, what we want our home page to display. Okay, so home page displays, now as you can see, it displays the latest post. So if you come over here and we click on this name over here, you see that it is displaying our latest post. That is the only one post that we have on it, which is the hello world post over here. And if you go to post over here, you see that we're going to have only one post, which is the hello post over here. So it will display it. But if we don't want it, then we have to go to settings over here, go to reading, and then change it. Okay, so now we don't want it to display the latest post. Now we want to set a home page for it. So we want a static home page or a static page for it, and that static page is our home page over here. So we just choose it, and then where will our blog post or our post go to? We want our post to go to the page that we call it the blog. Okay, so this is where we want our post to go. So now if everything is okay, we can click on save changes over here, and now if we come over here and we refresh the website, we still have this one. But let's go to home again and see we still have this one. But let's purge the cache, because we have a caching plugin over here which is not making the changes that we do take effect immediately. So we can purge the cache over here and see how it goes. Now as you can see, you see that our home page is not having /home again. Let's just go back again. You see it's not having it, but let's go to our blog page. Okay, and that is our blog, which is having this particular how do you call it, post, the hello world post over there, which was on our home page over there. So that is how we can be able to set our home as our home page, okay, under reading over here. So that is it. So now we've created all the pages, we've set our home as our home page. Now the next one that we want to do is to create categories for our website. Alright guys, so to be able to create categories for our website, we need to go under post over here, okay, hover on post, and if you scroll down you see that we have categories over here, okay, categories over here. Now click on categories and then you can be able to set all categories over here. Now at the moment this is the default category which you can't delete, okay, it is an uncategorized category, meaning that if you don't give any post a category, it will fall under this particular category, okay, and that one is not deletable, you cannot delete it. Now we're going to create categories for our tech blog website. Now remember that our website is a tech blog, okay, meaning that it is a blogging website which is specifically geared towards tech, okay, so all categories should be based on tech. Now the first one that I want to do is to create a technology category. So technology okay, category, and it's not under any parent category. You can give a description for it, you can give a slide for it if you want, but I'm just going to say add new category over here. So now you see I have this category over here which is technology. I'm going to add another one which is devices. Okay, so devices can be anything. It can be mobile phones, it could be laptops, it could be anything. Okay, so every device that we are talking about will fall under this particular category, which is what devices. And I'm going to just add new category over here. Now the next one also is apps. Okay, so when we are talking about all kinds of apps, it could be phone apps, it could be desktop apps, it could be anything, any kind of apps, okay, it will fall under this category. So I'm going to just add new category over here. And then maybe electronics, so other electronics that we want to talk about. So maybe subwoofers, speakers, any kind of electronics which you want it to fall under this one, which will not fall under devices, it will fall under what, electronics. We're gonna just add it over here. So I'm going to also add this particular one over here. And then my next one also is to create a how-to. Okay, now how to do this, how to do that, how to do this, how to create a website, how to create this, how to create that, will all fall under this particular how-to category. So that is what the how-to category. So I'm gonna just click on add new over here. And then the last one is our review category. So reviews, so all reviews. So when we are reviewing maybe a phone, when we are reviewing maybe a laptop or a desktop or a monitor or a watch or anything that we talking about under reviews, will fall under this particular one. So I'm going to add new category, and we have, so as you can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 categories over here, including this one. We're making 7 categories. Okay, so we have 7 categories over here, and that is how you can create your category. Now as time goes on, you see why the need, that why we created this category, and we're going to use these categories in our menu when we are creating our menu. So we will finished creating our categories over here. Now we'll jump ahead to create our menu, and then we go ahead to create the blog post, okay, also that we want. So before we even go ahead to create our menu, let's just go ahead and create our blog post first. So we're going to go ahead and then create the blog post that we want to use for our website. We want to use to design, so we want to design a homepage, we want to design all kinds of the website, but we need blog post, we need posts to be able to make this website nice. Now remember that this is a blog website, and a blog website, the only thing that makes it a blog website is the post that you're going to create. Okay, so make sure that you create posts over here to fill the website and make it nice and neat, and then we can use that post to design our home page. Okay, and that is it. So let's go ahead and then create blog post. Alright guys, so to be able to create blog post, all what we need to do is to go to all posts over here to see the post that we have on it. Now of course we have this default hello world post over here. Now we're going to trash it, so we want to put it in the trash over here, and then go to the trash and then empty the trash. So we're going to what, empty the trash. Okay, so now we don't have any post over here, so we want to start to create a new post. So we want to go ahead and then click on add new post. Now before you can be able to create a post, make sure that you have your post ready, that to be able to what, create it. For instance, the content that you want to use for the post, you need to make sure that you have them ready. So I have prepared some titles over here, and I'll be using dummy content to create this post, because it's not what it's not a genuine website. It's just we are learning how to create it. So these are the content that I'm going to use. There are 10, as you can see, the 5 best iPhones apps in 2024. So I want to pick this one as the title, so I'll copy this one, come over here and then paste the title over here. So this is my title over here. Now over here where it says type or to choose a blog, these are where all your content is going to be. Okay, so you prepare your content and how you want it to be, you can post it over here. So maybe you have an intro, you bring it over here, and then when you are done with the intro, you bring another heading or anything, and then you start going. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to use dummy content or dummy things to create the content. So I'm going to go over here, click a new, and then go to lorem ipsum over here. So I'm going to search for lorem ipsum because I would just want to use the generator to just generate anything that I want to use. So it's basically just using a placeholder thing for my website. So this is it. I'm just going to copy some few things over here, and then I want to use it. So the paragraphs, I want it to be, let's say, 5 paragraphs, and then I'll click on generate over here. So as you can see, this is what I want. So first of all, I just want to copy something small over here. So let's say this one to be my intro. So I'm going to go back over here, and then I want to show you how it is done. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to paste my intro over here. So let's say this is my intro for the the whole thing that I'm writing, and I can just hit enter and it will go down, or I can click on this plus icon over here, and then I can choose anything that I want to choose over here. Okay, so I can choose an image, I can choose a paragraph, I can choose a heading. These are all blocks. Okay, so you can choose any blocks that you want. Now you can also click over here to browse all, and then you see all the blocks over here. Now some of them are from our PostX plugin that we installed. So as you can see, these are all from the PostX plugin. Now we're going to use this one basically when we are designing our home page. Okay, so that is this, but these ones are all Gutenberg blocks that you can be able to use on your website. Okay, so as you can see, these are all from we can use it in our blog post, so we can add anything that we want to add over here. So let's say we want to add you said 5 best iPhone apps. Okay, so we want to add a list. So this is an intro, and then we want to add a list, so we can just search for list, and as you can see, this is what our list over here. Okay, so let's click over here, and then we can just copy and paste. So let me just copy this one, come over here, and then we can even change the list how we want it to be. Okay, so let me see. All right, so if you click over here, it's supposed to show you the order that you want it to be. Either you want it to be unordered or you want it to be ordered. Okay, so let's say I want it to be ordered over here. So I can be able to use this one, and then just paste my first one over here, and then go to my next one. Also come over here, pick what I want to pick over here. Okay, so I can be able to just copy all of them, just copy it, and then come over here and then paste it in over here. So as you can see, it is 5 different things over here. Okay, now of course you can be able to either create it this way, or you can decide to either bring images and other stuff in it. Okay, so if I want to add, let's say, an image, so let's say I want to add an image over here. Okay, I want to add an image over here. I can click on this one and click on image over here, and then I can upload any image that I want to upload. Now as you can see, I don't have any image over here, but I have some images over here that I want to use for my website. So I can just drag in this particular one over here. So let's say I want to drag in it into it, and then wait for it to upload for me. Alright guys, so now that it is done uploading, we can select the image that we want, and then we can just click on select over here to upload it over here. So as you can see, we have an image over here. Okay, nicely done. So now we can go ahead and then continue editing or continue creating our blog post. So the next step that we want to do is to also add a featured image. Now what we mean by a featured image is the image that will show when the post is being viewed. Okay, so we're gonna click on this settings bar over here, and then we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna go to post. Okay, click on post over here, and then scroll down, and then you see this one which says what, featured image. So click over here, and then we want to select an image for it. We're going to select this same image and then click on. So we're going to click on this one which says set featured image. Click on it, and then we will set the same image for the featured image over there. So we're going to click on set featured image, and then that is it. We are done. Now the next one that we have to do is to set a category for this particular post. So remember that we created categories. So this is the place where its use will become useful. So what we are going to do is we're going to click on categories over here. Okay, so categories over here, and then based on the post that we created, where do we think this this post fall under this category? So we can know that it is basically talking about apps. So we will make it fall under this particular apps category, and that is what, and that is, and of course you can decide to add some tags to it. Okay, so tags are specifically some kind of like words or statements that really qualify this particular how do you call it, post. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and then click on type in some anything. So let's say best apps. Okay, and then we separate with a comma, and then maybe best iPhone apps. Okay, so that when somebody type in this particular keywords, they will be able to redirect to this particular post over here. So now if everything is done, you go through all those things. Now I'm going to go to discussions over here. Now if you want to allow comments, fine, you can do so. If you want to allow ping bags and track bars, you can also do so, but I don't want to allow anything on my website because of hacking and all those purposes. I don't want to allow comment and all those things. I just want to remove all those things from there. And then if everything is okay, then I'm going to just go ahead and click on publish over here to publish it. So now as you can see, we've been able to add our post over here. Now we can go ahead and then view the post over here. So this is how the post becomes. Okay, so this is how it will be, very nicely done over here, and you see the tags over here also. Okay, so it's very nicely done, and that is how we want it. So now if we are done creating the first post. Now let's go to create the second post. So in this second post, what we are going to do is we're going to add a video. This one we added an image. Now I'll show you how you can also add a video and all those things in it. So we're going to go ahead and click on add new post over here, and then I'm going to just select something over here. So how to create a website using ChatGPT and WordPress. So I'm going to use this particular one as a title. Okay, now the reason why I'm using this one, because I want to just add a video to it. Now I can go ahead and then just select some few things over here, some few words, some few introduction or whatever it is. Okay, let me just copy it and then come over here and then add it to it. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. Now what I want to do is I want to add a video in between these two paragraph over here. So I'll click here and then hit enter, and then you see this plus sign. I'm going to just click over here and then search for maybe video. Okay, just search for video. Now there are two different ways you can add video. You can add video from your website, meaning that you can upload video on your website and then add it just like that. You can add it from Vimeo. Also you can also add it from Video Press. Okay, or you can even add it from YouTube. Okay, so as you can see, YouTube over here, and that is exactly what we want to do. We want to add a video from YouTube. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to our YouTube channel over here. So youtube.com/@kitechdigital, and then we're going to select a video from that place, and then we'll integrate it into our post over there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, just choose any video. So let's say how to create a cleaning website. So I'm gonna just copy this particular video.
Hello there, welcome to Kitech Digital. My name is Kobe, and today we are going to learn everything about WooCommerce.
Website. So
this is WooCommerce Crash Course, a course designed.
Close this one and then paste it over here. So when I paste it over here, all what I want to do is I want to just click on embed, and then it's supposed to pop up over here. So as you can see, the video has been able to embed on this particular post for us. So now we are good to go. We are done creating this particular post. All what we need to do is to click on post over here, come over here, select where this one falls to. So it falls to how to, and then we're going to go over here and then set a featured image for it. And then let's choose this one of this one. So we're gonna just select this one over here, and then discussion, I don't want any discussion. And then I will go to category. Okay, set category, and then this place I want to say maybe WordPress for the tag, and then ChatGPT for also the tag. Okay, so now if I'm okay with it, all what I need to do is to click on publish, and then I am good to go. So now I have what? I have another post also successfully published and successfully done with a video embedded in it. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so now anybody can be able to play this video right on our website, and that is what, and that is how you can be able to create something with also a video. Now another one too that I want us to also take notice, also I'm going to create a new post over here, and then I'm showing you different ways you can create a post. You can create all those kind of stuff. So let me pick this particular post which says what, how to create a music, or how to add a music. Oh, okay, how to add a music to your blog. Okay, so how to add a music or an audio to your blog. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this one and then come over here, and then also how to add a music or an audio to your blog. So maybe you are creating a podcast or any kind of music website or any music blog or whatever it is, and you want to learn how you can be able to add music. So first of all, let's just put in some introduction over here. So I'm just going to go over here and then copy some few text from this place, come back to this place, and then just paste in this kind of thing. So let's say this is introduction of that particular thing that you're talking about, and then you want to add the music over here. Okay, so it's also very simple. You can be able to add it over here. So to do so, you need to add this. Click on this add blog over here, and then just search for maybe audio. Okay, so you can see search for audio. Now there are different ways you can search for you can add audio by uploading audio on your on your on your website, or you can take it from SoundCloud, from Spotify, from all the other streaming platforms. Okay, so let's say we just want to just upload the audio. So this is the audio over here, and to do so we can insert the audio URL, or we can go ahead and then just upload it from this place. So let's say I want to go to I want to just try and see if I could get an audio and then upload it over here for you guys, so that we can be able to go ahead with this particular section of the video. Alright guys, so I have downloaded some audio from audio library on YouTube, and I'm going to use it over here. So as you can see over here, this is the audio. I'm going to drag it into my uploader over here, and then wait for it to upload, and then we can go ahead and then make it visible, or add it to our blog post. Alright guys, so this is the audio over here, and of course you can decide to go ahead and add the artist and the everything over here. So My Blue Heaven, it is by this particular people over here, their studios. I'm just going to remove this one and then add it over here. And if you have a caption over here, you can also decide to go ahead and add it. So I'll just select it over here, and as you can see, the audio has been added over here successfully. Okay, and that is it. Now of course there are other plugins which will be able to help you to add audio and other stuff in it, but this is basically the way you can be able to add audio and other things in it. Now if you want it to go over here, we can go ahead and click over here, and then it will jump the paragraph, and then it will move up over here. Alright, so as you can see over here, this is how it has jumped the paragraph, and then it is in the middle over here. If you want it to also come down, you can make it come down over here. Okay, so basically that is it. Now if you are okay with it, you can go ahead and then add your categories and other stuff. So this says how to add a music or an audio to your blog. It is basically a how-to over here. We can go ahead and then just add a tag over here. So music audio, how to, okay, anything that you want to add, you can add it over there. And then the featured image, we can go ahead and then set the featured image. So let's choose this one, and then click it as we set it as the featured image. And then I just want to ignore comment and then also pingbacks and all those things. Now if everything is okay, just click on publish to publish it, and now we can go ahead and then view it. Alright, so this is how it looks like, and this is it. You can go ahead and play, and that is how you can be able to add audio to your blog, okay, or music to your blog. Now let's go to the blog page and see how the blog page is also coming to life. So as you can see, this is how the blog page also looks like. Everything that we are adding, this is how it will look like. See, the featured image is showing properly over here. This is how it's going to be like. Okay, now of course we will edit everything, we'll customize everything, make it nicely so that our website takes shape. Now I have created I've created some few blog posts for you to see. Then we want to create 10 blog posts, so go ahead and then create the 10 blog posts. I will also create my 10 blog posts. I'll meet you when you are done. You can continue from here whenever you are done creating your 10 blog posts. Alright guys, so I have added all the 10 posts over here, as you can see, and we are ready to go to design our home page. So we have created the categories, we've created our blog post. Now it is time for us to design our home page. So now let's go over and design our home page. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is to create our home page. Okay, so that is the next step that we are on, to create or design our home page. So to design our home page, we're going to go to pages over here. We are going to go to pages over here and then click on pages, all pages, and then we'll select the page that we want to design. So this is the page, which is the home page, our front page over here, and then we will click on edit over here. So we want to design it in such a way that it will be nice and beautiful for ourselves. So what I want to do is I want to click on the template kits over here. Okay, so if you look at on top over here, I'm going to use this particular one to the pre-made templates that we have. So I'm going to just select one which is free, and then use it to create my, you know, my how do you call it, my home page. Okay, so I'm just going to search for the one which is free, and then I can use it. So as you can see, to know the one which is free, you see that this one is pro, this one is pro, it says upgrade. Okay, so all these ones you have to upgrade, but this one is free. As you can see over here, this one particular one is free. You can be able to use it. If I scroll down, this one too is free, I can be able to use it. This one too is free, I can be able to use it. Let's scroll down and see which ones again are free, so that we can pick any of them. So let's go and see. Okay, checking all of them up. There are so many, but then most of them are the pro ones. Okay, so take your time and then, you know, pick any one of them. So okay, so now we have only I think 3 which is free, and then we can be able to use all that, you know, any one of them. I want the one with a slider. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm looking for, anyone with a slider. So I'm gonna go for anyone which has a slider. So of course, as you can see, this one has a slider. Okay, so I can be able to use this one. Doesn't have a slider, so I don't want to use this one. I want to use this one which has a slider. So I'm gonna go over here and then click on import over here. Now of course you can also go ahead and click on live preview to see how it looks like. Okay, so you can go ahead and then, you know, look at the ones that you want, and then you look at how it looks like over here. So you can go ahead and then, you know, just click on it to see which one you want to use. Okay, so for me, I want to use let's see how the live preview looks like. All right, so this is the live preview. Okay, this is how it's gonna be like. This is how we're gonna have our homepage looks like. Okay, so I think it's good for me, since it's gonna be nice for me. So I think this one is quite okay for me. I'm going to pick this particular one. So I'm going to close this one and come over here and then click on import. Okay, now I am picking how the arrangement and everything is. I don't have time to, you know, create everything from scratch, so I'm picking how the arrangement and everything looks like. So as you can see already, because we have you know, post in it, it has picked everything for us already, and we are good to go. So we didn't do anything, we didn't design anything, everything has been done for us, and we are ready to go. So we can just click on, you know, update right now, and then just go ahead and go and see how the page looks like. So let's just go ahead and look at how our homepage looks like right now. So as you can see, guys, this is how our homepage looks like. It looks very beautiful, it looks stunning. I like it. I like the way it looks. Just that it is, you know, just at the edge of the browser. I really do not want it to be just so close to the browser. So maybe we can just do some few editing on the page itself. Okay, so let's go to page over here, and then let's see if we can change you know, the template itself, and then let's make it like the just this one over here, the theme, or let's choose the default template and see how it looks like. We're just playing around it. Okay, that is one thing, you have to play around it and see how it looks like. Remember, we chose Elementor full width. Okay, so this is the default you know, the default theme. This is how it looks like. Okay, so that is how it looks like, the default theme over here. This is how it looks like. Okay, so we can go again and then just go ahead and then use this one without the title and see how it also looks like, the post X template without a title, and let's see how that one also looks like. So let's go ahead and refresh this one and see how this one also looks like. Okay, so this is how this one also looks like, and as you can see over here, it looks very nice. It looks simple. So all what we can do is we can decide to stretch this side and make it like a full width or something. So let's go ahead and go over here, and I'm gonna go over here and then see if I could make this particular one full width. Okay, so I'm gonna click over here, and let me so first of all, let me just click over here and then make it either full width of wide width. Okay, so let's first of all make it full width and see how it looks like. Update it and go over here, refresh it. All right, so this is how it's gonna be like. Okay, so this one is quite okay. So I like it this way. I like it this way. So we can just customize the slider and make it the way we want it. So we want to play around with the slider. Okay, so I'm going to go back to block over here, and then we have chosen the slider. Now of course the settings of the slider, you can see it over here. Okay, all the settings. Now one thing about the WordPress Gutenberg blogs is that any blog that you select, you go to the blog, you see all the settings of that blog over there. Okay, so that is it. So you can go ahead, choose the alignment. So as you can see, if you want it to be this way, it's going to align this way. Okay, so if you want it to be that way, it's also going to align this way. If you want it to be center, it's not going to be in the center over here. So animations also, you can choose the animation that you want, the slider gap, the slide speed, everything you can choose. So what is the slider gap over here? So we can just see how it looks like. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Okay, so we're gonna put it just at 10, just the way it was, the default one, and we're okay with it. So you can go ahead and then play around it. If you don't want the dots over here, you can just remove it. Okay, if you don't want the arrows also, you can remove it. Okay, so let's say we don't want the arrows but we want the dots. Okay, so we can make sure the dots are over here so that we can slide through it. Okay, so that is also one thing. And then with the arrow and all those kind of stuff, you can be able to build around it and see how it looks like. So the image how you want the image hover, the if you hover on it, how it's gonna be like. Okay, so everything you can be able to just play around it and then see how it looks like. Okay, so basically you can be able to do all the settings that you want over here. Okay, so I think this is okay for me. Let me see if I could let me go to advanced over here and see what is advanced. Okay, so the advanced and other stuff, you can get everything, border, shadow, background, all those kind of stuff. You can get it at the advanced over here. So let me just go to the settings over here, and I want to see how if I could get something. So let me look at the builder. Okay, so I think everything is quite okay. I'm just gonna go to image over here, and then with the image, if you want it to be a grayscale, you can increase it over here. If you want a box shadow also, you can increase it. If you want a fallback image, in case this image doesn't show, what image should show over here, you can also do that. Now this is an overlay. Okay, so if you want an image overlay also, you can be able to show over here. So let's remove the overlay and let's add the overlay. So you see how it is. So if you remove the overlay, this is how it's going to be like. If you add the overlay, this is how it's going to be like. So it's just a simple gradient over here, and of course you can choose any color that you want. Okay, so that is with the overlay also. So I think everything is okay. I'm just going to update it. So I'm okay with the slider and I'm good with it. So what I can also do it, let me just see something with the title also. Let me just go over here and see. So as you can see, you can have the title tag, the meta tag under. If you don't want any you can just remove it over here. Okay, so as you can see, if you want it, it will be what it will be done. So it says what meta under title. Okay, so that one is that one. You can go ahead and then just edit everything that you want to edit. Okay, that one too is there. With the taxonomies also, if you want to remove it, you can remove all the taxonomies over there. So as you can see, it has removed the meta also. You can remove it. Okay, so that it's gonna be simple over here. Okay, so that is what basically it. So I think we are cool with this one, and I'm thinking it's okay for me. I'm just going to update it over here, and I'm good to go. So now I'm done with my my hero section over here. Now we come to the trending post also over here. So as you can see, with this section also, we can be able to, now of course you can decide to change the title over here to anything that you want. Okay, but with this section, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to just go ahead and see how it looks like. So let's come to this place. So what I don't want is I want to remove the meta. Okay, so I want to remove the meta from it. Yeah, so that it's going to be just simple over here. Okay, just the heading, title, and then the category or the taxonomy. Okay, that is all what I want. See this one also, I want to remove this particular one over here. So I can, let me see if, let me just click on this one. Yeah, this is what I want. So I want to go over here and then just remove the meta from it. Okay, so that's exactly what I want. Yeah, I think everything is okay. And this particular one also, I can do same for this one also. I can go ahead and remove the meta. I don't want any meta from it. I just want it to be a little bit simple. Okay, so basically I think everything is quite okay. You are good to go. Now to remove this particular one also, you can do so. This is just an image. Okay, this is just an image. You can replace it with any image that you want. Okay, so you can just replace it. Click over here to remove it. Okay, or replace it with any image that you want. Okay, so it's not any big deal. You can just replace it. Okay, so this is the image that you can upload over here. Okay, you can just add the image link over here, and then to add the image link is very simple. Go to your media library. Go to your media library over here. Okay, so let's go to media library. I'm going to open the media library for you over here, and then you can add any kind of image. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let me see, just edit some few image, upload it over here, and then I'll show you how it is done. All right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just upload a new media over here. So I'm going to click over here, click on select over here, and then I'm going to just go into my my Udemy file over here, tech blog over here, and then this is the banner that I want to upload. I'm going to click over here, and then as you can see, it is uploading over here. Now it has successfully uploaded. Now what I can do is I can just click over here, and as you can see, this is what I want to share, or I want to copy the link. So I'm going to copy the link. This is the file URL over here. I'm going to copy this link over here, and then I'll come to this place, and then instead of this URL, I'm going to delete this one from here, and I'll paste this particular one over here. So as you can see, it has automatically removed the one that I have and then brought the new one over here, and it is perfect for me. So now I have this one over here, and what I can do is I can also link this particular one to anything that I want, so that when somebody clicks on it, it will go to the place that I want. So I'm just going to go over here, copy this link over here, come over here, and then paste this link over here. So now as you can see, this is how it's going to be like, and I can update it. And now I can go ahead and view my website let me go ahead and view it and see how it looks like on the front end. Alright, so this is how it looks like on the front end over here. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Very nicely done. Now as you can see, this is what this is the media or the banner that I uploaded. If I click on it right now, it's going to take me to the blog page. Okay, so people will be able to read more from that particular place. So as you can see, that is it. So this is how you can be able to, you know, just fix a banner over there and then make your website very nice. Now you can do so over here also, and then all the other places that the fake banners are over there. So you can do so from all the other places. So now we have our homepage set up. I think everything is fine for us. Now what we want to do is to design also our header and then footer. So we want to design our header and footer. Now before we even go ahead to design our header and footer, let's just go ahead to design our contact page. Okay, go ahead and design it so that when we are designing the header and footer, we will just close with this particular blog website. So let's go ahead and then design our footer, our contact page. So as we are done with this particular place, I'm going to just go to all pages over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on edit over here. Now we're going to use Elementor to design the header, the contact page. Okay, so before we even do that, you remember the last time we installed a contact plugin, we have to do so with this one also, so that we can be able to have a contact as form for people to be able to fill in. Okay, so it's very simple for us to do. Let's go ahead and then just go ahead and go to plugins over here, click on add new plugin, and then go ahead and search for contact. Now we're going to use WP forms to quickly design or create our form. So we're going to use this particular one, contact form by WP forms. Click on install now, and then click on activate to activate it. Alright, so now that we have activated the form, let's go ahead and then click on this particular one which says create your first form. So we're going to click on create your first form. Alright, so now that we're over here, let's just click on let's go over here, and then click on done. Just ignore certain things, and then we're going to just add a new name over here which says contact. It says we should select a template. Okay, so we're just going to use this particular one which says use this template. That is a simple contact form. We're going to use this one. That is what we're going to use for our contact us page. Alright, so since we have already been through this particular one before, I'm just going to rush through it so that this session of the module is not going to be a little bit longer. But we've been through this one from our last website before, so you can be able to do this one. Just go to advanced over here. I want to make this one, instead of medium, I want to make it large over here, and then go to general over here. Instead of first last, I want to make it simple. Okay, just want to make it simple so that it just be one over here. Then the email also, I will go to it advanced. Instead of medium, I'll say large over here. And then the same thing applies to this one. I'll go to it advanced. Instead of medium, I'm gonna say large. Okay, I'm gonna say large. All right, so I think everything is good for me. The only thing left is for you to do your settings and go to your notifications and then confirmations over there. Make sure that everything is correct for you, and then if everything is done, just click on save over here to save your form. Okay, so make sure you save it like this, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to close this one, and this is our first form over here. You can copy the shortcode, or you can use Elementor to insert it over there. So I think it's okay. Now let's go to our contact page over here in pages, all pages, and then select the contact page that we want to design. So we're gonna go over here and then click on edit over here, and what we're gonna do is we will go straight ahead and then go to edit with Elementor. So I'm going to go over here, say edit with Elementor. Alright, so I'm going to just zoom out a little bit so that I can have access to the continue over here, and then I'll zoom in also to 100% over here, and then I'll just cancel this one over here. So these are a contact page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the plus, choose Flexbots, and then I'm going to choose this particular one over here for my hero. I'm going to use let me say minimum height of let's say 300. Okay, 300 is quite okay. I'll go to style over here. I'll choose a classic background type, and then I'll choose an image for it, and then I'm just going to choose this particular one, which is quite okay for me. All right, so with the image you can position it anyhow you want, but I think I want the default. I just want to add a title to it, so I'm going to go over here and add title, and then I'll say contact us. Okay, so I'm going to come over here again and then go to layout, and then with the layout I will position the items in center over here. So this is how it's going to be like. Go to contact us again, click on style, position it in the center, choose the color to be white. Okay, and then typography, I'm going to use Arial for it, so I will choose the Arial for it. And then with the size also, I'm going to say 55. So I think this one is quite okay. The weight is okay, everything is fine. So this is my contact as hero section over here. Now I'm going to come over here, and then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose a Flexbots container, and then this one I'm going to use this particular one over here. Now what I'll do is I'll put a map over here, and I'll put the the form over here. So with the map I'm gonna go, so with this one I'll go to its advanced over here, and then make a top padding of let's say 50, a bottom padding of 50. Okay, yeah, so that is it. And then go to the layout over here, and then with a gap I'm going to choose 40 for it, so that there's going to be a space over here for me. So over here I want to add a map. Okay, so I'll just add the map over here, the Google map over here. I'm going to drag in into this one, and then you can set up your location over here the way you want it. So as you can see, this is how the location is going to be. And then with this one also, what I want to do is I want to bring in my how do you call it, my my contact form over here. So I'll say WP forms, or let me just say form, and see how it looks like. All right, so this is WP forms over here. So I'm going to just drag in the WP form over here, and then I'll just choose my contact form that I created. So as you can see, this is a contact form that I created, and then I'm just going to just give it some padding and all that. So I'm going to give it a padding of 25 all around. So this is how it's going to be like. Okay, yeah, something like this. I'll go to it content, and then with the style, or let me go to the display options over here. I'll hide the form name, so there will be no form name over there. Okay, so form description too will be hidden, and I think this is also quite okay. So if you're okay with it, you're good to go. So with this one I can come over here, and then with the height also I can choose a height that matches with my form over here. So I'm gonna just say 650. All right, so basically 650 matches with my form over here, and then I'll just upload update it over here. So let me just go to my website, go to my contact page, and see how it looks like on the front end. So this is how it's going to be like. All right, so this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so of course you can decide to add a border to it if you want it. So let's say we want to add a border, a little bit of a border to it, so we can go ahead and then just add some border to it. So I'm going to go to advanced over here, or go to style over here. Let me go to advanced with this one, scroll down and then go to border, and then over here I'll just click on solid, give it just 1 pixel, and then the color I'm gonna give it my color that I have over here, which is the blue color. I'll come over here and then just add it to it. So let me update it and see how it looks like. Let me refresh it. Let me see how it looks like over here. Alright, so this is how it's going to be like, and it's a little bit simple for me. I like it this way. Now with the same way, I can also add a border to this particular one over here. So I can go to it, advanced, go to border, and then give it a solid border over here. Give it like a 1. Okay, come over here and add this particular color over here, and then update it. And let's see how this one also looks like on the front end. Alright, so this is how this one also looks like on the front end. This is how it's gonna be like. Okay, so it matches everything correctly, and I think everything is fine. We are good to go. So we are done with our contact page. Okay, the only thing left for us to do is to make sure that our contact page is mobile responsive. So we're gonna go over here and then go to the mobile side, click over here and see how it looks like on mobile. So with this one we can go to make sure that we have the way you want it. Okay, so just shape it the way you want it. Go to style over here also, and then with this one also, with the position, you can make it anyhow you want it, the way you really want it. And then with the size also, you can make it like a cover. Okay, so it depends on how you really want it. So even if it is default over here, you see how it's gonna be like. Yeah, it's gonna be like a cover over here, and that is it. So that is with this one also. Let's go to the mobile itself. So this is how it's also going to be. I can go to the layout and then reduce this a little bit. Okay, I can reduce this one a little bit, go over here, and then also reduce the text over here a little bit. Okay, so now it's going to be something like this, and I think I'm okay with it. Everything is fine for me. Everything is okay, everything is cool. I can just click on update over here, and our mobile side is also done. So we are done with our contact us page. Now the only thing left for us to do is to do our header and footer and our menus over here. Okay, so now mostly websites header and footer really shape a website very well. So you see how this one looks like. Let's go to the home page, and then you're gonna see how it looks like over here. Now without a header and footer, it looks like very silly website, which is not really well designed and other stuff. Okay, so let's just bring the header and footer to it. Before we bring the header and footer, let's create a menu. Okay, so I'm going to go to the dashboard over here, create a menu for our website. So to create a menu for the website, we need to also do some simple steps, and we did it the previous time when we were creating the our previous module, when we were creating the business website. So this one, I know you guys can be able to do it so easily. So guys, let's go ahead and then create the header and the footer, but before that, let's create our menu. So to create a menu, we're going to go to appearance over here, and we click on menus over here. So we're going to click on menus, and we will create our main menu. So as you can see, we don't have any menu over here, so let's give a menu name, which is the main menu over here, and then we set it as our primary menu. Okay, and then also our mobile menu. Okay, primary and mobile is the same. We're gonna use the same menu for primary and then the mobile, and then we click on create menu over here. All right, so now we have created our menu, but we need to create items in the menu. We need to drag in some items or bring in some items in the menu. So what we are going to do is we will come over here. So if you go to our website and then refresh right now, let's see if we have anything over here. So because we've created a menu and there is nothing over there, you see we don't have anything over here. Okay, so now let's bring some items over here. So I'm gonna bring my home, I'm gonna bring my contact. Okay, now with this simple page I'll delete it. Now I'm not going to bring the blog over there because I want to use categories to make the blog appear on the home page. So I'm going to add this particular one over here. Now I have this one. Now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to go to categories over here. So you see this one which says categories. See, I have all these categories over here. Now I can go ahead and view all, and then I'm going to add the apps, I'm going to add devices, I'm going to add electronics, I'm going to add to this one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so of course I can decide to ignore some of them. So let's say bring apps, I'll bring how to, I'll bring reviews, and then devices 1 2. So I'm going to bring devices, I'm going to remove electronics, and then yeah, let me just remove just electronics and then bring all of them. So I'm going to just add this one to it, making like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 items over here. Now I'm going to just bring this one to the last end. Okay, so let's see how this one. Okay, so it's okay. I'm just going to click on save over here to save the menu. All right, so now let's go ahead and then view our website and see how the menu looks like. Okay, so this is how our menu looks like. Okay, so we have all these ones over here, and that is how our menu really looks like. Now what we are going to do is we're going to customize the menu. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to customize our menu, the header and then the footer. So to do so, we'll click on our customize over here. Okay, so we're gonna click on customize just like we did from the previous one. I'm gonna go ahead and then customize it. Click on customize over here, and then it will take us to the customization section of the website or the WordPress, and then we'll go ahead and customize our header, customize our footer. Okay, so that is exactly what we are going to do. So to customize our header, first of all, I want to change the colors and then the font. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to colors over here, and then with this kind of blue accent color, I'm going to use my blue color over here. So I'm going to go ahead and then use this particular blue color over here. Okay, so this is what I want to use. And then with the side background, I think everything is fine over here. And then with the links color also, with the links, all what I want is I want the orange to be my links. Okay, so with the links color also, I want this one to be the links color, and then when somebody hover on it, it's supposed to be a blue color. Okay, so that is also what I want it to be this blue. And then with the standard, I don't want any underline. Okay, so I don't want any underline on any links. Okay, that is exactly what I want, and I will publish it over here. Now I think it's quite okay for me. Yeah, it's quite okay for me. And I'll go ahead and go here, and then with the buttons also, I want to use this one, the initial one, to be this particular one, orange one. I want it. Okay, let me just use the blue one and then use the orange as the hover. Okay, let me just use the blue one and use the orange as the hover. All right, so this is how it's gonna be like. Yeah, I think everything is quite okay for me. I'll click on publish and go back over here, and then with the typography, I want to change the base font to Arial. So let me just change the base font to Arial, this particular one over here. And then yeah, that is what I want. So I think everything is quite okay. I'll publish this one and we are good to go. Now let's go to our header itself. So we're gonna go to our header over here, and then we're gonna first of all set our logo. Okay, so click on the ranch icon over here, And then with the logo, I just want just a logo. I don't want a logo and then a title. So I'm going to select my logo. As you can see, I don't have the logo over here, but I can be able to drag in my logos over here. I have two logos over here. I'm going to drag them all over here. Okay. All right. So first of all, I want to set this one as my logo. I will skip cropping. I want to set the white one as my logo. Now the reason why is I will change the background. Okay, so I'm going to go to the main row over here and then click on this particular one, ranch icon. See this main row, then I click on this ranch icon over here, and I'm going to come over here, and then the main row I'll choose a color for it. I'm going to use this particular color over here for it. I can decide to make it a little bit darker. Yeah. All right, so this one is quite okay for me. So I want to use this one, and then let me go to it general over here, and then let me make it like a 90. Okay, so the height 90 is okay for me. Now I want to change this text to white, so I'm going to go to primary menu over here and then go to design, and then change this one to white. All right, and then with the hover also I want to change it to this particular with the active one. I want to change it to this particular color, which is the orange one. Okay, so I think it's quite okay. Everything is fine. Of course, you can do anything you want to do about it. Let's go to general, and then if you want to just change everything over here, you can go ahead and then go to the typography settings, the typography settings, and do whatever thing that you want to do over here. But with the navigation font over here, we can click over here and then change everything that we want to change. So with this one, we can just make it a little bit bold. Okay, and then with the size also, we can make it a little bit bigger if that is what you want. You can also make it a little bit smaller if that is what you want. With the style over here, you can either make it regular or whatever it is. Okay, so it all depends on you. With the font also, you can choose any font that you want, but I want it to be the Arial, which it is inheriting from this particular one. So as you can see, this is what I want it to be. Okay, so that is it. So now I think everything is quite okay. So let me go to this one and then just make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, like this. All right, so I think everything is quite okay. I can just publish this one. So you see that my header is becoming nicer. Now over here also, what I want to do is to add another header also over here, top row also over here. Now with the top row, I want to add some social icons and other stuff. So I can click over here and then just add social icons also over here. So we will add some social icons over here. So as you can see, this is how the social icons looks like. But what we are going to do is we're going to click over here on the top row over here, and then we're going to give it a background. Okay, so we will give it the background color of the color, which is the orange color over here. So it's going to be something like this over here, so that we can see whatever we write over here. And then we can just click over here, then just modify the things over here. So let's go to here, and then instead of field, let's make it like an outline over here. So you're gonna see it something like this, or you can decide to make it a field over here. So it depends on how you want it. Okay, and then you can also click here to set your social links. But let's go to design also over here, and then with this one we can be able to set our colors, the background colors over here. So I'm gonna just make it like an outline over here, and then with the outline I'm gonna just go over here, choose the color that I want. So first of all, I want it to be just white. Okay, so I want the color to be white. So I want to choose all white over here. Okay, so that is it. And then if somebody hover on it, it's also, I want it to be just maybe like a blue color. Okay, so I want it to be this particular one. So when somebody hover on it, this is how I want it to be. With the border colors also, I can decide to just make it not visible. So I'm just going to drag it from this place to this place like a transparent thing. Okay, that is exactly what I want. So I'm just going to make it not visible over here, and then I think that is all. So oh, it is still not that one we want, so I want to make it transparent. So when somebody also hover on it, this is exactly how I want it to be. So basically this is okay for me. Now let me go to the general here and then see how this one also looks like. All right, so I'm going to go to the main row over here, and then you can decide to also go to, oh, did I say main row? Top row, sorry, top row, and then the height. Okay, you can decide to make the height anyhow you want it. Okay, so let's say you want to make it like a 30 pixel. Okay, you can make it this way, or any kind of thing that you want it, and then you can also design it anyhow you want it. So it depends on you. Over here we can also write something over here. So if let's say you want to write something over there, you can put an HTML text over here and then just write over here. So copyright issues or whatever, then contact us anywhere you want it to contact. So basically that is it. But then what I want to write over here is for adverts, contact us on, and then you put in maybe your number or whatever it is. So I'm going to put in some random numbers over here so that somebody can be able to contact you when they need to run adverts on your your website. So I want to go to design over here, and then the font color I want to change it to white. Okay, so basically that is it. And then you can select anything that you want to select. If there is a link, you can also choose the colors and other things that you want to choose. So I'm going to just click on publish over here, and then over here I can choose, say, the size. I want it to be like 15. Okay, so publish over here. So now if you go to our website and then refresh the website, now this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how our top page, our top header, and then our main header looks like. Okay, it looks very nice, it looks very classy, and that is how it's gonna be like. Now we can also again go ahead and then just increase the top header a little bit. Let me go over here and see how it looks like. Instead of 30, let me just say 50. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. So 50 is quite okay. Or let's make it like a 40. Or maybe 45. Yeah, 45 is quite okay. Alright, so because this one is too small, so let's increase it to 45, and it's gonna be something like this, which is quite okay. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be like. Now one thing I also want is I want a sticky header. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here, and as you can see, if I scroll down, you see that we have transparent header and then sticky header. I want this sticky header. I want to enable this sticky header, so I want to enable sticky header on just the top, the main row. Okay, this particular one, I don't want it on this one. And then enable sticky header on whatever on scroll. Enable sticky header when you want to string, and then use different logo for, yes, I want to use different logo when the header is sticky. And then what I want to do is I want to click over here and then select my logo, which is this particular one for my sticky. Choose the image. Okay, so if I scroll like this, let me see how it becomes. Okay, so this is how it will become. Okay, so as you can see, this is how my sticky header is. My logo becomes this way, and then I'm going to change all these ones over here. Okay, so that is exactly what I want. So let me go to design over here, And then the navigation colors, I can go ahead and make it all black. Okay, so now as you can see, my navigation is all black. You know, when I hover on it, I want it to be maybe this color, and then also this color. Okay, or when I hover on it, I want it to be this color. Okay, but when it is active, it is supposed to be this color. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. So guys, everything is looking perfectly well for us. I can just click over here to publish. Now let me go to my home page over here and see how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, it looks very beautiful over here. Now when I scroll, it becomes sticky. Okay, and that is exactly what I want. All right, so when I scroll, it becomes sticky, and when I go up, it come back to its normal header side. So that's exactly what I want. Okay, now we are done with the header. Now make sure that it is also mobile responsive. It is also responsive on the mobile side, so you check all those things. Let's check the mobile side also. So let's make sure that it is responsive on the mobile side. So with the logo, we can make it like maybe 200 or maybe 180. Okay, and then with this trigger also, we can just change it to this one. Go to design, change the color, and then make it all white. Okay, so stuff like this, something like this is quite okay. So as you can see, everything looks perfect. Now I think everything is quite okay, and we can go ahead and then work on the footer. So I'm going to click over here, come to the main section or the desktop, go back, and then now we can go ahead and then work on the footer. So with the footer, we just want a simple footer. We don't want any big footer. So what we're going to do is we just want to remove this theme credit, and then we'll say maybe powered by Kitech Digital. Okay, so we just want a simple footer, not any big deal. And then we what I will just put a link over here. So Kitech, so we're going to add a link to it. So kitechdigital.com. so our link is kitechdigital.com over here, and then I'll click on apply over here to apply. So now we have a link. Now let's scroll to see how I want to go to see. So this is how it looks like over here. So this is how it looks like. Now we're going to go to the footer itself. Okay, so the main footer itself, this particular one, that is the bottom footer itself. So let's just go over here, go to the footer itself, and then go to the design of the footer. Okay, so as you can see, our footer is just the bottom footer. Okay, we don't have any thing attached to it. It's just the bottom footer. So we go to the design over here, and then we can change the color over here. So we click over here, and then the color, we can make the color something like this. Okay, so if that is what we want, that is how it's going to be like. So basically this is our footer color. And then over here also we can change this design and make it like all white over here, and change everything that we want to do. The links, we don't want any underline links, so we're going to be something like this. So I'm going to click over here, and as you can see, at the moment I clicked over here, this is what we have. Now we can scroll down, and then the minimum height, we can remove this bottom space over here, so that there's not going to be any bottom space over here. Okay, and then we can also give a minimum height for the footer, or for the footer any height that we want. So let's say we want to give it like 80. Okay, we can give it that 80 kind of like height. Okay, or let's place it like a 10 over here. It's gonna be like that. So we can just publish it. Okay, and when we publish this and we go to the front end of the website and refresh, our website. Our footer is supposed to be nicely done here. So let me scroll down, and this is how our footer is. Okay, so now our website has taken shape. Everything is perfectly done. We are good to go. So guys, I think we are good to go. We are almost done. We have our website done. Now the only thing left is for us to customize the category pages or the blog pages. Okay, so we are going to do it in our next step over here. Alright guys, so we're going to customize our blog page. So to do so, what we are going to do is we just want to do some small editing and other stuff. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to post and pages over here, and then we're going to go for you know, the archive layout. Okay, so with the archive layout, how do we want it? You know, you can go ahead and then see how you want it. You know, you want show archive title or whatever it is, you can be able to do so. So this is the archive you know, page. This one particular one over here, this is the archive page over here. Okay, this is how it looks like. Now what I want is I don't want to show the title over here. Okay, so if I publish this one right now, this is how it's going to be like. So if I you see this one have a title, but because I said I don't want to, let me just purge the cache and then see how it looks like. So now you see there is no title over here. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like. So we don't want any title, we don't want anything, but if you want a title, you can of course bring the title over there. Okay, and that is it. So if you go to all the you know, other pages, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, you go to how to, this is how it's going to be like. If you go to reviews also, this is how it's going to be like. If you go to technology, this is how it's going to be like. Okay, so it's going to be very simple throughout. Okay, and that is what the archive you know, page. Now you can go ahead and then you know, see how you want it to be like. So for instance, I want it to be two. Okay, I want it to be two posts in a row or in a column. Okay, and what I want is I want you know, post item, I want the featured image, I want categories, I want title, I want meta, I want excerpts, and then the read more. Also with the excerpts, you can you know, go ahead and show the number of things that you want to show. So I want to show maybe 35. Okay, so the content should be just 35 over here, and then I'll just publish it. So 35 word count. So if I come over here and let me just purge the cache, and then I purge the cache, so you see this is how it's going to be like, and the content is going to be something simple like this. Okay, so that is what with the archive page also. Now you can go to design and then, you know, choose the colors and the title colors, the layout colors, everything that you want over here. But I think this one is okay. Now with a single post page also layout, you can choose anyhow you want it to be like. So at the moment, this is how a single post page looks like. If you go over here, this is how it looks like. It looks something like this. Now, of course, if you don't want it to be like this, you can go ahead and then choose anything that you want it to be like. So maybe you want a sidebar for it, maybe you want, you know, anything. So if you want a sidebar, you can go ahead and then choose a sidebar for it. Okay, if you want to, if we publish it right now, and we go and then see it, let me just purge the cache over here. We're going to have a sidebar for it. So as you can see, there is a sidebar over here. All what we need to do is to make sure that we set up our sidebar for it. Okay, so at the moment, I just want it to be, let me go ahead and see. I just want it to be like this for now. Click on publish because I don't have any sidebar items that I want to display. and then I think I'm good to go. Everything is fine for me, and I'm okay. I'm good to go. Okay, so with the page layout also, you can go ahead and then design your page the way you want it. So guys, I think this is all right. Everything is fine for us, and we can confidently say that we have created a blog website. Okay, so this is how a blog website really looks like. Everything that a blog should have, we have it over here, and that is how you can be able to create a blog website for yourself. Now we're going to go to our next module, which is module 11, and we see what we will also do by creating an e-commerce website.